We've all got tasks that we need to perform more than once, and often those tasks need to repeat on a schedule. Sometimes we'll set calendar reminders up for our tasks, maybe a small calendar invite that recurs every other week or every third week in a particular month. But what if those tasks that you need to do require a bit more involvement and you actually want to automate those tasks? Maybe you want a Teams message every few weeks, or maybe you want a planner task setting up every third week and an email to be sent every fourth week. You can do exactly that with Power Automate, and here's how. The first thing you need is a recurrent trigger in Power Automate. I set this one up to recur every single week. It's going to recur on the Wednesday, just for the sake of argument. You could have it recurring on multiple days. What that will do in Power Automate is it will act every single week, but we might not want that. The first option you've got is to change the trigger. You can do that in the settings for the trigger. You'll see here, I have an expression. This expression effectively says, check whether the day of the month is greater than the number 1, or in this case, is less than or equals the number 8, which is the 8th day of the month. Is that between the 1st and the 8th day of a month? So I can control my Power Automate flow and make sure it only executes the actions if it's the first week of any month now. But what if we do want to let this happen every week, but then take individual actions on different weeks of the month? We can get rid of that trigger condition, and instead we can use conditions here, like this in the flow. The way we set this up is we have a condition which checks, again, a very similar formula, slightly different syntax you'll notice. It checks the day of the month and says, is it the 1st or is it the 8th day of the month? If it's between those two things or equal to those two things, then go and do what is in the true leg. Here, I've created a task. You could have multiple branches. You could even set a switch up here to do different actions based on the outcome of this test. Let's just run this and see how it performs. Here, it's first of all tested the trigger and said, yeah, it is actually between the 1st and the 8th day. It has matched the condition. It said yes, again, between the 1st and the 8th day, and it's created me a task. And the task is over here. There it is. It's a blue task. This has been automatically created. If we go back to the flow, you could 100% set up multiple branches here. You could have parallel branches, or as I say, you could have a switch here, which determines based upon the day of the month, what actions to perform. Nice and easy. 2 options there for you to experiment with.